So today we're going to be making a duo t-shirt. The materials you'll need is 2 t-shirts of the same size and style, pins, scissors, and a sewing machine. So first you're going to start off with cutting out any tags, and then you're going to fold your t-shirt in half and make sure all the edges and corners match up. You also want to make sure that the shirt is laid flat. Once you're happy with your final results, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut right along the fold. Take your time. There's no need to rush. You want this to be as straight as possible. Once you cut it, you're going to lay half of the shirt to the side, and then you're going to repeat on your second shirt. Again, matching the corners up and laying it as flat as possible. So now that you have your 2 pieces, you're going to flip them inside out, and you're going to just make sure all the edges match up. Again, you want to take your time because this is an important step to make sure that there's perfect symmetry. Once you're happy with the way it looks, you're going to take the pin and you're going to match up the neckline. That's the most important part. You don't want different angles on your neck. So you're going to take your time and pin along your cut. And you'll need about an inch to a half an inch seam allowance. Once you're done pinning the front, you're just going to flip it over and do the same to the back, remembering to match up the neckline. Now that we're done that, we're just going to sew along the seam. So you're going to start with a back stitch, and I didn't do this for the first part, but you should use a zigzag stitch. Or if your sewing machine has a stretch setting, you should use that setting. So you'll see me kind of like stretching up the fabric, and that's because I realized I didn't change my setting to a zigzag stitch and everything's kind of bunching up. So to avoid that, you just want to use the zigzag or a stretch stitch. So once you're done, I have a little bit of extra on the bottom because they weren't exactly the same style. So I'm just going to cut off the excess of the white shirt. Again, taking your time to make it as straight as possible. Now I'm just going to flip the shirt inside, or the right side out. and I had noticed that there was a stain, so I'm just gonna crop the t-shirt. And because I had cropped it, that means I need to backstitch all of my previous work so that it doesn't come unraveled. I'm just going to go back and forth a couple of times on both sides. And then that's it. You're done. It's a great way to reuse and recycle a shirt that you may have been wanting to give away, or you just want to, change it up a little bit. And here I have one that's solid as well. Thanks!